Welcome back. We've seen how we can drop duplicated features utilizing Pandas. Now we can optimize this removal of duplicated features utilizing the open source package Feature Engine. And in this video, I will show you how to do that. From Feature Engine selection, we are going to import the drop duplicate features and also the drop constant features that we discussed in an earlier section. We're going to load the same dataset that we've used in this section, then divide it into train and test. And first I'm going to remove constant and quasi-constant because removing duplicated features takes actually a lot of computational power. So we're going to smooth this process by removing first constant and quasi-constant. Utilizing Feature Engine, we create an instance of the drop constant features, indicating that the tolerance is 0.998, which will remove features that show more than 99% of the observations with only one value. With variables equals none, we tell drop constant features to evaluate all the variables in the dataset. And with missing values raise, we tell Feature Engine that if the variable contains missing values, it should show an error. With fit, the transformer finds all the constant and quasi-constant features, and with transform, passing the dataset, we removed the constant and quasi-constant features. And now you can see that we end up with a dataset with only 158 variables. To remove duplicate features, we create an instance of the drop duplicated features from Feature Engine. Again, with variables equals none, we tell the transformer to evaluate all the variables in the dataset. Alternatively, we can pass a list of the variables that we want to be evaluated. And with missing values equal raise, we tell the transformer to let us know if our variables have missing values, but we can change this parameter to ignore missing values. With fit, we find the duplicated features. This may take a while. Remember that this is a time-consuming procedure. And now, in the attribute duplicated feature sets, we find the sets of features that are identical. So 148 is identical to variable 37, variable 199 is identical to variable 88, and if we had 3 or 4 variables that are identical, we would have them all together in one set. From these duplicated pairs, Feature Engine will keep one and drop the other one, and we can find the variables that are going to be dropped in the features to drop attribute. We can see that we're going to drop 6 variables. This is what we found when we implemented the technique manually. And with transform, we remove the duplicated features from our dataset. Now, if we wanted to do this all together without having to break down the separation of constant features, quasi-constant, and then duplicated, we can do this utilizing the pipeline from Scikit-learn. So I separate again the original dataset into train and test, and now I create an instance of the pipeline from Scikit-learn, and I create the first step, where I call the first step constant. I call the drop constant features from Scikit-learn indicating a tolerance from 0.998, which is what we did a few cells ago. Next, we add a second step, which we call duplicated, and then we add the drop duplicate features to the pipeline. Now we do pipe.fit and we pass the training set. And what the pipeline will do is first find the drop constant features in the dataset, and then on the remaining dataset without the constant features, it will find the duplicate features. And with transform, we are going to remove automatically all the quasi-constant and duplicate features. We can also navigate through the steps of the pipeline if we wanted to know what's going on inside. The way to do this is to call pipe.nameSteps, then we pass the name of the step, which we assign when we build the pipeline, and then, for example, we say features to drop, and we count the number of features to drop with len, and we can see that we have 142 constant and quasi-constant features. And then we can navigate the second step, duplicated, and we can find the 6 duplicated features that we found when we did this step by step. That is all for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.